Okay, recording is in progress. You listen to that, right? Gabo and Jessica, we are going to record this class. Do you accept that?
Yes, it's okay.
Yes, teacher. It's
Okay,
okay.
good. So this is for Hazabeth. This is the second part of this class. So we are starting by the difference between this that you see here, which is the simple past that you have already studied, and this is present perfect. What is the difference? Observe, this is a regular verb. You see the regular verb visit here? Visit.
Yeah.
I visited New York in 1980, right? 42 years ago. 41, 42 years ago, right? And I went there again in 2000. I went to New York again in 2004. In 2004, I went there again, okay? After these two sentences are in simple past, okay? Because the verb is in simple past. Visited instead of visit. Went instead of go. You see this here? Okay?
Yeah.
But this one here you have the verb visit, but it is in company with have. It includes an action that comes from the past up to the present. From the past up to the present. I have visited New York twice in my life. Okay? I visited New York in 1980 and I went there again in 2004. So, then, if you include another verb like this, go, I have never been to San Francisco. I have never gone to San Francisco. Okay, I would like to go there. This is present perfect. It's an action that comes from the past to the present. Of course, in this case, it's negative because you have never, right? I have visited many parts of the world. Well, I have. If the question is for you, the question is for you, I would say, have you ever? Instead of never, you would say ever. Have you ever been or have you ever visited? Have you ever gone? You understand this? You say, have you ever been to, let's say, Madrid? Have you ever been to Madrid? Haza, have you ever, Jessica, have you ever been to Madrid?
No, I've never been in Madrid.
Never been to Madrid. I've never
To
been to
Madrid.
Madrid. Gabo, have you ever been to Cucuta? Have you ever been to Cucuta?
No, teacher. I never been to Cucuta.
Okay, you have never gone to Colombia? No?
No. In
Okay,
Colombia,
good.
no.
No. Okay, have you ever been to Madrid? Observe this. This is the question that you ask. You include have before the subject. Have is the auxiliary verb. Of course, if the question is with a third person singular, let me tell you, imagine that this is a question for Gabo's father. If it is Gabo's father, I would say has instead of have. You see, has because it is he. Has Gerardo, Gerardo is Gabo's father, has Gerardo been to Colombia? Gabo, has Gerardo been to Colombia?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, where did he go?
He he been.
Did
I
he go to
think
Bogota or to Maicao, to
Santa
Cucuta?
Marta
Santa
and
Marta, okay. Santa Marta is on the northern part of Colombia. Santa Marta, Barranquilla, and Cartagena, right? And northern to Santander, uh, Santander, say, they don't say state, they say,
City?
huh? No, no. Okay, Santa Marta is a city. Santa Marta is a
what
city.
no teacher what the number is famous airport. in Colombia?
A famous airport in Colombia. I really don't. Probably Dorado, El Dorado. El Dorado. It's in Bogota.
Where is it?
Where? It's in Bogota.
Uh, yeah,
El
in
Dorado is
Bogota.
in Bogota.
Yeah,
Bogota. But I have
Bogota.
never. Well, I have been to Colombia, but just as a stop on the plane. But I have never
Yeah,
visited Colombia.
yeah.
Okay.
He stayed 2 days,
2 days in
or three
Colombia. two
days.
days in Bogota.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So the question is, has Gerardo been to Colombia? And you say, in this case, you say, yes, he has. Yes, the, the auxiliary verb is he
Huh?
has, okay? Because the question is in present
Oh,
perfect, okay? Yes, he has. He has, or he went. You can say, in this case, you can omit the present perfect and you say, he went to Bogota. Bogota. Okay? Do you understand this? Is it clear? By the way, Bogota has an accent. What is the accent? This here. Bogota. Okay? Even though you pronounce it differently in English. Okay, observe the difference between present perfect and the simple past. Do you understand this? Is it clear? Yeah?
Yes.
It's like a
Yeah.
history, like a story. You are from the past, you have from the past to the present. And let me close this. Let me close this. And oh God, you know what I did? I passed to the next page because the next page is unit number 10, right? This is unit number 9, right? Okay, so you see, uh, this is unit number, yeah, this one here and this one here. Let me close this and let me delete these notes. Let me delete the notes on this page, definitely. And observe, here you are, the present perfect, and here you are, the answers that should be given to these sentences or the questions that should be asked, okay, in these sentences. I'm going to place this here so that you can see the different questions that you have to ask. Okay, you are going to ask questions including the present perfect. Write a question using have you ever, and the correct forms of the verbs in parentheses. For example, repeat it after me, please. Repeat. Have you ever locked your keys in the car?
Have you ever locked your keys in the car?
Can you repeat that, Gabo? Have you ever locked your keys in the car?
are you ever locked your keys in the car?
Okay, observe that this is a question. What is the question, Jessica, for number 2? Observe that the verb is call, and you say called. The past tense is with ed, the past participle. Past participle. What do you say here?
Yes. Have you ever called a locksmith?
Okay, that's correct. Have you ever called a locksmith? This is the first question here about the first one. And this is the second one. Have you ever called a locksmith? The person who is going to help you open the door. Okay, what do you say for the next one, Gabo? The verb is leave. Leave.
Or have you ever left your wallet in the car?
That's correct. Left. L-E-F-T. Have you ever left your wallet in the car? That's correct. What do you say, Jessica, for number 4? Arrive.
Have you ever arrived late for an important appointment?
Yes, I arrived late to my wedding. My wife was going to kill me. No, I was not late. Could you imagine that? I wouldn't have married. I wouldn't have married. Okay, now, what do you say, Gabo, for the next one?
Have you ever went to to a restaurant why without money?
Without money. Without
Without
money.
without
Okay,
money.
pay attention to this. You say go, the
Went.
past participle is not went. The past participle is gone. Gone. Repeat it over me. Gone.
Gone.
Okay, it's Gone. Huh? Gone. Have you ever gone to a restaurant without money?
G
Jessica,
O
have you?
N D.
Gone. Gone. The past participle. It's not the same as went. Went is the past. Jessica, have you ever gone to a restaurant without money?
With a money?
Without money. With no money. Yes,
Oh,
I have.
yes.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
have. But no problem because
have.
I have a credit card. I have a credit card and I can pay with my debit card too. You understand? So there is no
Yeah.
problem now. Okay? So, but I have gone to a restaurant without money. Okay, what do you say for the next one? Who is it? Jessica or Gabo?
Me.
Jessica?
Me. Oh,
Have you
I
ever wait a long time for someone in a restaurant?
Okay, you made a mistake here. You have to complete wait with two additional letters. What are the two additional letters?
With E and D?
E and D. ED, because this is a past participle. In regular verbs, the past participle is exactly the same as the past. That's a simple past. Simple past and past participle are the same. But if you have an irregular verb, you have to study what is called resources. You see my hand here? See my hand here?
Yes.
You see? Can you read this here, Gabo? What is it, Gabo? Can you read it?
word teacher.
Here, in my hand. Read this word. Resources. You read it? Okay, in your book,
Mm,
it's probably back of the book, in the last pages of the book. If I'm going to
resource.
open
Oh,
and I go to resources and I open it here, the appendix here. If I want to open the appendix here, you see what is opening here? What do you read here? Can you read? Let me stop sharing this book and let me go to the PDF that it is here. Can you read this here?
Irregular verbs.
Irregular verbs. Irregular verbs. We have already covered here the verb go. See the verb go? Go.
Yes.
Went is the past, okay, as you said. But the past participle, Gabo, is the one that you wrote before. Is it Gone? This is the past participle of the verb go. Past participle. Past is this one, went, but the participle is this one, gone. Okay, we have already learned the verb be, which are am, are, is, and in past was or were, but in past participle is been, B-E-E-N. And the past participle, for example, for the verb meet is met. It's the same in past and past participle. So some verbs are different. For example, take is in present, took is in past, but the past participle should be written taken with have or has. I have taken the bus many times. I have taken my mouse, okay, in the car many times, okay? You understand? I have taken my books or my pens or my pencils, taken. Past participle. For write, wrote is the past, but written is the past participle. So I recommend you to go to the appendixes of the book. In the book, you have the appendixes. where you can find not only this, but the countries, nationalities, and languages that you probably don't know. And the appendix, you can find comparative forms of adjectives and superlative forms of adjectives in irregular form, you see?
Teacher, I don't see the appendix in my book.
Oh, you don't see the appendix in your book? Why is it?
No,
Well, if you
I'm
open the book, in the last pages, in the
in
last page,
what
probably
book?
that in the student book. Can you search it
Oh,
out in the last page, 152, probably 153 or 154? How many pages are there in your book? In the last page of your book, you're gonna find it.
in the
Just search it
last
out.
pages, I saw, I see grammar plus answer key.
Okay, answer key. Continue. The last page, the previous to the last page. The last page of
Um,
a book.
the last page is credits.
Credits. And
Yeah,
continue. Before
yeah.
credit or after credit?
It's no, it's the end of book.
The end of the book? The previous to the last
Yes,
page? And previous to the
yes.
append previous to the
Previous
credits?
is no, it's unit 15, unit 16, and
No,
grammar.
after unit 16. The last page. It should be over there. Because it is
Um,
here, because this is like a teacher's book, okay? Because you can find the appendix, okay? But I really don't know. I'm going to ask, or you can ask Professor Luis Augusto Sanchez Cárdenas. Didn't I give you the phone number, his phone number?
I think so.
Okay, you can send a message to him because
Mm,
probably your book is different to mine. You understand?
yes, it's different.
De repente su libro puede tener alguna diferencia porque este es el libro del profesor y entonces no aparece exactamente igual, pero siento que lo debe tener porque para el estudiante es muy importante y de hecho yo creo que mañana te lo digo porque creo que hay un libro, en el libro introductorio, en el intro, cuando se están dando las nacionalidades. En el intro, en el libro amarillo,
Yes.
aparece que busque usted en el apéndice y ahí aparece la página en la cual es el apéndice. Aquí
Mm,
debería decirlo también, déjame decírtelo así. Let me go back, let me close this appendix and let me go back to the previous page of the book, which is here. Let me check it out. We are now in the video resource book. And let me check it out. Okay. Uh, está tardando en abrir. Okay, over here. Now, could you please tell me? So, do you have an additional verb? I'm not sharing you the book. Let me stop sharing. Let me share the book again. Okay, let me share you the book again. Are you reading the last page? I mean, present perfect? Exercise 10?
yes.
Okay, good. And can you add 2 or 3 additional sentences including the present perfect of any verb? For example, drink. Drink.
Oh,
Drink in present is drink. In past, what is the past tense for drink? What is it? Gabo, what is the
um,
past tense for drink? Jessica, don't you
Drink.
know?
Uh,
Drank. Drank.
drunk?
Drank with
drunk.
Oh, drunk.
A. And the past participle is drunk with a U. Drunk. For example, I drink water every day. I drink water every day. Okay? This is present, right? I drank beer. I drank beer 2 weeks ago. I drank 1 can of beer 2 weeks ago. Okay? Drank is past. But how about if I tell you, I have never drunk pulque or There is another. I have drunk tequila. Yes, I have drunk tequila, but I have never drunk pulque. Have you ever drunk pulque, Gabo?
No, teacher, I don't know pulque.
Okay. Jessica,
I
have you
drink
ever?
cucuy.
Cocuy. Okay, cocuy. It's something similar. Jessica, have you ever drunk pulque?
Yes, once.
Did you like it?
No, it's very bad.
Okay, I have never drunk
It
it.
is.
Okay, and there is
No.
another drink which is similar to tequila that has a worm inside the bottle. What word? What is that? Mezcal. Mezcal. Have you ever drunk?
Oh,
Have you ever drunk mezcal?
I like
yes.
it raicilla.
Okay, what is it? Raicilla. Raicilla.
Raicilla.
Raicilla is from Venezuela, is it?
No, it's here.
It's here. Okay,
Yeah, it's Mexico.
in Mexico.
It's similar or mezcal.
Similar to mezcal, with a worm
It's
inside.
similar. It's similar cucuy,
Similar to
but
cocuy.
better. Better.
Okay, but
Yeah.
better. Okay, good. Now, observe. Ask another question with another verb, different verb. It could be a regular verb. For example, run. It's the same as present. It's run. 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 Have you ever run a marathon? Have you ever run a marathon? A 10-mile marathon?
No.
No. Gabo, have you ever run a marathon? No.
Um,
Okay. Ask me
no,
another question. Ask me
I
another
didn't.
question. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle? Have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
Mm,
Uh,
never.
how far? How
Okay,
far?
Jessica said no. I have never ridden. Observe that ride is RIDE. Road is the past. But ridden, RIDEN, ridden, is the past participle for ride. I rode a motorcycle when I was 18 years old, but it was not my motorcycle, it was my brother's motorcycle. And I
Oh,
have never ridden any other motorcycle again in my whole life. I am frightened of motorcycles. I don't like them. I don't like them. Okay? Now, you can write any sentence, including different ideas. Go around the class and interview at least 3 classmates and try to find out who answered yes to most of the questions. You say, have you drunk tequila? Yes, I have. Or no, I haven't. Huh? Have you drunk mezcal? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Okay? Have you ridden a motorcycle? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't.
I
This
haven't.
is what we are going to study in unit number, what unit is it? In unit number 10, okay? Unit number 10, when we go to this student book, okay? Now, by the way, in one part of this unit number 10, there should be the correct form of the verbs in past participles. I'm almost sure after the grammar focus that corresponds to the present perfect, it's going to include the page of the book where you can find it out. Okay? Now, but it is delaying to open. I don't know what is happening, but it has to open on page on the student book. Why doesn't it open? Let me check it out. Can you see? Okay, what do you see here, Gabo? What do you see
10.
here?
Have you ever been there?
Have you
There.
ever been there? Okay, let me check it out. What Jessica asked. Okay, you see this here? Regular past participle, irregular past participle. You see, be, been, do, did. There is a mistake here. Please correct your mistake. Corrijan su libro. ¡Qué horror! Uno de los pocos errores que he visto yo en este libro. En este aquí no debe estar esto, por favor. Si su libro está así, este es un error. ¿Ok? ¿Qué es lo que tienen que poner aquí? Vamos a corregirlo. Yo le he conseguido errores a este libro, pero de verdad lo voy a poner aquí. ¿Ok? Tú, done. Done. ¿Ok? Bueno, pero esto aquí no salió bien. Done. ¿Está bien? Sí. El participio pasado del do no es did, es done. Este es el pasado. Y aquí está mostrando irregulares participio pasado. Vamos a dejarlo aquí, nada más como una nota de que hay un error. ¿Ok? Pero aquí debería haber, Jessica. Mira, aquí está. 141, Jessica.
Okay.
On page
On
141.
student
No,
book.
pero ese es un Grammar Plus. Ahí no está. No sé. Mira, lo tengo que investigar. Pero eso será para mañana, porque ya nos dio la hora, Jessica. Pero te
Yeah.
voy a aclarar esto, se lo voy a preguntar al profesor, a ver si los libros son diferentes, ¿ok? Porque
Okay.
me tiene como que, de todas maneras, y ya veo que hay un error allí. Okay, so we continue with this here for tomorrow. We are going to cover this, okay? For tomorrow, I'm gonna say today, okay? What date is it? Okay, today is the 19th. Tomorrow is gonna be Friday, 20. Friday, 20th, okay? Friday, May 20th, 20, okay? 2022. Okay, tomorrow we will start this unit number 10 that corresponds to the use of present perfect tenses, okay? And I'm going to answer your question for tomorrow, okay, Jessica? If I
Okay.
cannot
Thank
find
you.
it here, I will ask Professor, or you can call Professor Luis Augusto Sanchez, who was the person who sells the books, okay? And I
Okay.
will find it out. Well, this is the end for your class for today. So I have to tell you, see you tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye, Gabo.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you.
See you.
Jessica. You have a
Goodbye.
good
See you,
night,
Jessica.
okay? See you tomorrow.